Hello, hello. Welcome to the replay. If you are catching me on replay, say hey in the comments. Let me know that you are here. Let me know that you are tuning in because I'm nosy like that. I am looking forward to having this chat with you. Brief about how you can be consistent with your marketing, be consistent with your content, and not feel like you're giving away all of your goodies for free because that is a real struggle. That is a real source of apprehension and hesitation for business owners who operate in the online space. And so, what I want to do today is to give you a shift in perspective to help you start to think about how you can be consistent, how you can show up in your content across your digital channels and protect the thing that you sell, how to not give it all away for free. So, if this is your first time here, if you and I have never met, my name is Monique James. I am a strategic marketing consultant and I support online brand owners and nonprofit leaders with figuring out how to plan their marketing and knowing what to say in their marketing so they can connect with their audiences. And because we are in this online space, we are having this conversation in an online channel, and you're watching this, you already know the value of publishing online content. I'm certain you already know that. But the challenge is finding the balance or the harmony between being consistent with your publishing, being present on your digital channels so that you can be relevant in the hearts and minds of your intended customers without feeling like I'm giving everything away for free. What will I have left to sell? And because that's the point of contention, you don't publish as often as you want to. You haven't developed a strategy to figure out how you can do that. You spend more time consuming other people's content than you do creating content that will help your audiences get to know you, get to understand why you're different, and get to make the decision to choose you over your competitors. So what I want to do in this brief conversation is offer a different perspective so you can start to shift your mindset about your approach to online marketing, about your approach to content. And I want to I want to tell you that that fear is real. That concern, that hesitation, it's legitimate. I understand why. I understand the hesitancy. I understand the apprehension. At the same time, I want to offer you that your audiences, the that your audiences, the consumers that you hope to do business with and sell to and build relationships with need to see, know, understand what it is that you do and why it's different before they will say yes. And so you kind of have to figure out, how do I do this? How do I meet them where they are and address their concerns, answer their questions, give them value while also honoring the bottom line of my business? How do you do that? Think about giving the what and selling the how. And that's not new. That's not that didn't originate with me. Generally speaking, when we talk about content and figuring out how to an approach or a mindset to think about how to create content, people will say, you will hear marketers say this: give the what, meaning take the what and use that to shape your content, and you sell the how. And so what I want to do is I want to give you some questions, some what questions, to help spark your thought, your creative inspiration, your strategic thinking about how you can start to plan, create, and publish content that gets you closer to your business goals. And your business goals probably include money. I'm just going to take a stab and say that that's the case. So give the what and sell the how. because you know that you need to create opportunities for people to engage with you before they buy. If you watch my live broadcast before this one, we talked about the customer journey. They're going through a journey. And if you're not in the journey with them, then they will choose someone else. So you know you need to create opportunities for them to engage with you. So, first, what is it they believe is the problem? What do they believe the problem is? This starts you thinking about how they talk about it. This starts you thinking about how they might be complaining about it online, what they might be searching for. What is the real problem? Because again, you as the expert, as the professional in the thing that you, in your industry, in the thing that you sell, you understand that the person on the outside of the bubble may not use the same language. They may actually think the problem is one thing when it's something else. In my business, in my industry specifically, a lot of potential customers of mine think their problem is social media. They struggle with social media. That's what they think the problem is. I know the real problem is strategy, because strategy supports social media. So you know what they think the problem is. You also know what the real problem is. Both of those questions are sources of content inspiration for you. What don't they know about how the problem is impacting their lives? What are they not even aware of? What haven't they recognized yet? You being the expert on the real problem, you know what that is. Talk about that in your marketing messages. What do they what do they need to know before they look for a solution? Do they need to look for the person to have certifications? Do they need to look that the person's business has been inspected by the county health department? Do they need to look for experience? What do they need to look for? Again, remember what your content is doing. The and purpose of your content is to be useful and valuable to your audience. You want to help them make the type of buying decision that they won't regret. What do they need to know as they're looking for a solution? What will help them see your brand as a solution that they can trust, as the provider of a solution that they can trust? What do they need to see from you, from your brand? What do they need to see on your website? What do they need to see on your business card? What do they need to see on your Instagram, in your email, on your blog, to help them recognize, oh, they're a provider of this of the thing of the solution I'm looking for. I'm going to add them to my short list. What do they need to see? What is the cost of them not addressing the problem? This is where you talk about what are the stakes of not taking action. You understand what the real problem is. You understand how the problem is affecting their lives in ways that they haven't yet considered. You understand what they need to know when they're looking for a solution. And you've also conveyed why you are a contender for providing the solution. So now you need to tell them what happens if they don't. What are the stakes? What's the risk? What are the consequences? What are the costs of not choosing a solution, of not solving their problem? The cost of not registering for Marketing Summer School is staying in a space of confusion, overwhelm, and distraction in your marketing, and ending 2024 the same way or worse than you ended 2023. What can they expect when working with your brand? Can they expect a delicious meal? Can they expect a transformative experience? And what does that look like? Can they expect to weigh 10 pounds less? Can they expect to be taller? What can they expect when they say yes to you? over saying yes to somebody else. And then last thing I want to offer you as you're thinking about what you can share in your content without giving it all away for free is what else can they buy from you? You're operating a business. You're interested in creating a relationship. You're not simply focused on a transaction. So after they've bought the first thing, what else can they buy? All of these questions can are sparking creative ideas for you to publish content without giving it all away for free. So now that you have these questions to answer, you're less afraid to show up in your videos, to write your blog posts, to publish your white papers, to share your content across your channels. You're less apprehensive about it because you have very specific questions that you can use to create content, to create marketing that allows you to get on the radar, allows customers to become aware of you, allows you to build trust in their eyes, allows you to position yourself as a unique solution, and allows them to say yes. So after your content has answered all of those what questions, the how is what you sell. Your how is your approach, your perspective, your framework, your secret ingredient, your specialized solution. Because after you've answered the what questions, the how is where the magic happens. But you will never get to the how if you won't first address all of those questions, all of those things that they're wrestling with, all of the challenges that they're experiencing on the front end. You have to position them to be ready for the how, to implement your solution, to enjoy that cookie, to participate in the experience, whatever that is. Give the what, sell the how. Sharing your expertise through content isn't just about being in people's news feeds. Your goal is to build trust, is to be transparent, is to show your authenticity and to get engagement and to invite people into more with you and your brand. That's why you do this. That's why we all do this. Because the thing is, it's really easy today to fake things online. It's so easy, super easy. And so if you know that, and you know that because that's the nature of our online space today, you understand that the people in your audience are very apprehensive. So they need to know that there's a real person, that there's a real solution, that the thing works. That's what they need to know. And you know that they need to know it. And so you will show up to answer those questions. You will design your marketing to address all of the things that they're looking to know before they say yes. So, if this conversation has helped you, let me know in the comments. I hope. Go back and watch it and catch those questions again, and allow those questions to guide you can create content just off of those questions for the next 90 days. At least. At least 90 days. And if you are watching this and you're looking for support to help you build a foundation, a strategy that will support your marketing efforts from this point on for the life of your business, join me at Marketing Summer School kicking off July 19th, 2024. You can join me virtually in the virtual room. So that means you can be anywhere in the world and you can be a part of Marketing Summer School, even if it's not summer where you are right now. Join me, click the link attached to this video and get registered. We are going to be talking about all the things. The link will tell you everything you need to know. Do not hesitate in these days and times to show up in front of your audiences so that they can build the know, like, and trust that you already know needs to be there. You can also be relevant and show yourself useful to them. Because if you're useful now, in your free content, imagine what that will allow them to expect from you in the paid, after they've invested. Be useful now and then be even more useful after the transaction. But you have to design your business in a way to allow that. So, join me for Marketing Summer School if you have questions about this conversation or about marketing strategy in general. Drop them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer. Until next time, you all, I'll catch you later. Bye.